How did Jesus take a group of bystanders, call them as disciples, form them as leaders, and then release them as movement makers? We can see in the Gospel of Luke the journey that Jesus takes as the archetypal change agent. We see him first bring a disruption that sparks imagination. It unlocks dreams within ordinary people. It challenges the status quo of those who've centered their power. As we think about leading our local context or our teams or our departments or our organizations, how do we disrupt the status quo? If nothing changes, then nothing will change. And in that disruption, how do we unlock the power of dream? The greener pasture that we see in Psalm 23, or the promised land of the Exodus journey. Jesus casts a vision for a better tomorrow and invites people to come on that journey. As we go through Luke, Jesus, as a catalyst who's sparked disruption and unlocked the imagination to dream, becomes a coach. After the Beatitudes, he takes a small group who come alongside him. They learn experientially on his shoulder, in his dust, on the road. He's testing and prototyping, and they're experimenting with him. He's coaching them to discover where God is at work, to discover who Jesus is, to discover what it means for them to be disciples. As they come through the valley and they begin to see something of truth and begin to grow in competence and confidence, but also character as disciples, Jesus becomes a challenger. Through Luke 12 to 22, what we see him do is, in the parables and stories, is share kingdom principles with them. It's a design phase. They're moving from disciples to leaders. Jesus is archetyping and architecting the model and the framework for them as leaders that will become the early church. And finally, as we come through death, resurrection, ascension, Jesus becomes the champion, resourcing his disciples who are becoming leaders to become movement makers. He gives them everything they need to take responsibility. There's disruption that unlocks the power to dream, a small group discovering, creating then a design for many, and then all are deployed to play their part. Jesus as the archetypal change agent, and the invitation that we see through the Gospel of Luke is to us to walk the Jesus journey as change agents.